Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. And today we will continue making our own Discord bot. As you remember, in the previous video we have made a function that gives roles to users when they add reaction to the exact message. And in this video we will try to optimize it. I will try to make you understand how to make websites for bots to make some inconvenient commands like this that we needed for that function on the website. Well, so we will make a website to make a conclusion like what we will make in this video. We will make a website with authorization through Discord where I will explain how to make something like this command. I won't do it exactly, but I will give examples how to make it, and I think you will be able to make it yourself. Well, what will I use to make a website? I will use an Express library. Let's install it. For making a website, it's Node library npm. And I will use a template engine. It's named EJS. Well, let's install it, and so we have to require a library. It's Express. We have required it now. We don't have to require EJS. We'll use it just like a template engine, so we don't have to require it. But it is needed to work. Here I have two more. Let me delete them. Uninstall. We'll need them a bit after. Now we don't need them, and it's on the Discord.js, EJS, and Express. These three libraries we do need now. Well, now we make an app. I either made like this. I think you know it because you know it if you watch this video. Then we have to make it listen to some port. Let it be like 5000. And then let's make something console log app started on port 5000. Let's start it. Then we open a browser and enter our localhost and port 5000. We get an error, but it works. We can enter the website. If we enter 5001, we just can't to enter this website. I have an error that there is no such website. And here we just get an error that we haven't got any page, but we have entered the website on the 5000 port. Well, now we have to fix it, and to fix it we have to use app.get slash, because we have got a get request from the client, but we haven't answered it. We haven't responded to it. So now we have to make our program respond to such requests. Well, so we make get to the empty path, just one this, and we get a response, a request and a response like an argument. So we make an arrow function, and here we just render. It should be like this. I like small, and we respond something like index.ejs. And to make it work, now it shouldn't work even if we make a file. Like let's make views and the index.ejs, and let's do like HTML, head, title, it's something like test, and then an empty body. Let's make some styles. Body, it's background, for example green. Then we make a button, because we will need a button to authorize a user on the website. When a user enters this page, he clicks on the button, and then authorization starts. So we need a button for this, And let's make some styles, position absolute, then width like 500, height is 100, then I want it to be in the center, so top 50, left also 50%, transform, translator, it's -50% and -50%. And background, for example, let it be blue. I'm better with choosing colors, yeah, and it is authorization. And so color should be white, and the font size is like 45. So now we have we should enter this index EJS, but we do. Well, okay, but I would prefer to make some new two commands. It's app.use for static files like CSS or images or fonts, and it's static, and we make it like express.static, and then we make static, and it's use, not user. And the second thing, it's app.set view engine, and here we should provide EJS. It should be like this. I don't know why it works exactly. It shouldn't work, I think, but well, now it really works, and it should work. Well, now when we enter this website, we're ready to authorize, but we need a link to get it. Enter Discord developer portal again. Make it full screen. Here, let me log through my main account. It's like this, and my password like this. I'm not a robot. I misclicked. Well, enter. Here is my bot that I use for these videos, and here we have also two, as I have already made such video for Russian, non-Russian language. I have something here, but you will have it like this. Here we have to add a redirect. Let's make it just on this website. So it's 5000 ports on localhost. And then we save changes. Then we select it here. We can get a link now, but we have to choose scopes. Today we will need only identify, but you can use more. It's up to you. If you need them, tip them, and they will add to a link, like here. But I do not need them, so just only identify. We copy this link, and if we enter it, I don't know how to translate it, but here you have where we have the button authorize. And after we click it, we go to our localhost on our website, as it is turned off now. We have an error, but we have a code here, and we needed to get a user account that has authorized on our website. Well, now we copy this link again. We go to our index.js, and when a user clicks the button, he should be replaced to this page. So we make location.replace and do it like this. But let's make a function. It would be a bit like easier, I think, or more beautiful. I like to do it like this. Function auth, or it's you here. I have missed it. And we make location.replace and this website. Well, now we turn on our bot. We update this. Now we enter our localhost again, then we place authorization, and we're here. Then we place authorize, and we're again here. But we have code, and we have to work with it now to get an ID of a user in Discord and some other information. So let's notice that if we enter like this, we don't have any codes, but if we enter like this, we have code. So we can just check if the code exists. So we make if request.query.code, so it does exist. We make something, and else we respond with this page. So what do we have to do? You have to enter Discord developer and documentation. Now we will send requests to Discord servers themselves, not using the Discord.js library, but we will use requests to the server itself. Like here we can find them, like this get, for example, patch and post, something like this. If you read here, you can find out that after getting a code, you have to get a token, like from code to get token, and then from token you can get a user using this that is open now. Code, token, and then user. So how to get a user, I have already how to get a user from token I have already mentioned. It's like this, but first we need to get a token. I think it should be like somewhere here. I don't really know where it is. You can try to read here and find it, like something like this it should be. But well, I don't know what we have to do, so let's open it on the full screen. We have to send a post request to some of the servers of Discord. And for making this, I will use a unirest library from npm again. So const unirest, it's require unirest. It's require. So we have to install it. npm install. Why require? No, I don't need require. I need install unirest. Now it installs, and it should appear here. Yeah, it's unirest here. So now we can use unirest.post, and let me just copy to get that everything is all right. Not to make some spelling mistakes. Unirest.post on this server, and we say something, some data. It's here. Let's delete it. We send some data. It's named requestPayload in that example, and we provide two headers. It's content type like this, and it's user agent like this. I'll provide it in the description to copy it if you need. Well, now we have to get this request payload. What is it? I will also copy it like from here, not to make spelling mistakes, because they can be done there. And here we have to provide redirect URI. We have to provide clientID, grant type, clientSecret, and code. I will say about them all. First, we have to provide the redirect URI. To get it, we go back to applications, test ppp, and then auth2, and it should be the same as we provided here. So let redirect URI equals to this. Second is clientID. We have already used it. You can get it either from Discord just by like this and copy ID, or you can go here and copy ID. Also can get it here. They're all the same, like this. Then grant type is just authorization code. It should be constant, and then clientSecret. Let clientSecret, and it should be equal to the clientSecret we get here. It's provided here in general information of our application. It's like this. And the last is code. It's the code we have got here. So it's just request.query.code. Great. Then we send it here and we get some data. let's console log like data.body. Data in fact has a lot of information, but we need body now. It's the most useful information. So if there is something like an error, here we make error dot catch as an async function. Unires.post is an async function. So we make response.render if something went wrong, and make a user press the authorization button again. Well, now we start it. Well, it has some errors, unexpected token else. Yeah, I have deleted this. Then we start. OBS, no. Well, it started on the port 5000. It's loaded, and this is a test. It writes somewhere like, I don't know where it writes it. It writes it here. Well, that doesn't matter. Authorization. We make authorize, and here we get something that we need. And here, as you see, is access token. It's the most important thing we need. And here we have an infinite loading because we haven't made a render here in .dem. So it should make an infinite loading because it doesn't know what page to open. Well, next thing we have to do is, as I have already said, I showed it here, documentation, user, and we have to get the current user using this get request. I will also copy it, but everything is written there, and you can write from there. I will copy it from here. So we send the request to this page like API, and then we get it from here, users, then me. And there's only one header here. It's authorization, and we have to provide the token type from the data we got from the post request. It's data.body.token type, like here, and an access token, then dividing them by space. So it should look like bearer, and this, like this. It should look like this, and it's a header authorization. So then we make it like an async function. Then also, if we get an error, we ask a user press the button again, and then let me delete it. Now we will need it a bit later. And we just render main.js, and let's console.log data.body again, because data keeps a lot of information about the request, so we need a body. It's the information we need about the user. So let's test it. Now we have it like this. It got an error because I made something wrong. Well, authorize, and failed to look up view main.js. Well, we have no file main.js, so let's make it. And let's make it like just copy it from here, but delete a button. It should be just a yellow screen. Why not? So now we start it. We go here, we make authorization, we make authorize, and we get to this page, and we got the information about my account. Well, it's ID here, username, avatar, and some other things. The main is the ID because it is unique in Discord. So now, what is the main idea why we do it? We want to make a setting of this command from the website, but this should be only done by administrators of the server. So how will it be done? We send a post request from the main.js page, and then we make something and add it to our real roles array. So, but we have to do it only if a user has the administrator permissions, and to to get a user, we will just use this authorization. But when you make post isn't very good. So you make authorization once, and then the program should keep that this client has this Discord account. So to make this, we will use such a good thing as IP. So we make a map, and we will keep it's equal to new map. And here, as you have already seen, I think, we set to logged that this client with this IP that sent this request has the ID in Discord with data.body.id. And now we can get to whenever we want. If a user sent a request, we can just get his IP and get the ID of his Discord account. Well, now we have to make some page here, some like inputs. So we make a form here. It should be, as I have already said, method post, and the action would be main, for example. And here we would like to get two inputs with the text. In fact, you need more because in this command we have a lot of rules, but it would be your home exercise like. So you can make it yourself. I will just show how to make it. Placeholder, here we should provide message ID, and let's make it a name like MSG, just MSG. Well, and here we provide a role ID, and the name is role. And also we need a submit button, so it's input type submit, and the value is not to be sent. So when we press, we get a post request on the main page, on the main, like I don't know how to name main path, like. So we make app.post here because app, and like here we got get, we get post here, and we get at the main path, and here we have to make some passing of this thing. I prefer to use bode-parser library here. Let's install it, and then we require it here. So it's like bode-parser and require bode-parser. And then we have to make some new variable. It's URL encoded parser. It will be equal to bode-parser dot URL encoded, and that's in fact everything we need, but we have to provide extended. Here it's false. Well, that's all we need, and we just provide the URL encoded parser here. And then we make a function. You can either make it's an arrow function like or a common function. I will make here a common function, why not? It's request and response, then we make it like this. And we have something like request, I said, dot body. Let's console log it and look what it is. We start the bot, then we enter here, we make authorization, we make authorities, and here we have two inputs. Let me write them like 1, 2, 3 and DCA, send, and we get these inputs here, like MSG something and roll something. I have turned it off, so it gets like this. But in fact, we have to make a response render here, not to get infinite loading, because it doesn't know what page to open. Well, now we have response.body, or request.body. So Now we have to check whether the user has administrative permissions. It is your home assignment. It's like your home exercise, home assignment. So I will just show how to get, let's make some console log. And I would like to console log user ID. Like this. Then message ID and a role ID. It should be enough to make what we need, like this function. It is really enough. So now we have to get these three things. We have already understood that message ID is request.body.msg, like we made it in main.read.js, and the role ID is .role. But what is user ID? User ID, for getting it, we have a map logged. So we just get the ID of a user that has requested that has made this request, this post request. So we just make log.get, and it is request.ip. So as IP is unique and it is already same, it is always same for the same user. So we can just set it here and get it here. And if you make one more page, you can do the same. You can again get the request IP, because it is always same, as I said. So I have made some error here. We have to make it like this. Well. 1 second, I will fix it in a moment. So we'll make it like this. And make a such symbol here. Well, let's test it. And now we go here, authorization, authorize, 1, 2, 3. Let's make something different, ASD and 3 to 1. And so we get the user ID, it's my ID, let me show it. So like I write ID that we have got, and now I copy my ID, and they're the same, because I have authority through my account. So then we get message ID ASD, the something that we have written here, and the role ID is also correct, 3 to 1. Now you can use this information to add this role and this message to the real roles array, and it should work. And you can, if you have understood everything that I have explained in this video, you can make it yourself, I think. So it's all for now. If the video was helpful or interesting, please subscribe the channel, write a comment, press a like button, press a bell button, not to skip other videos. And also you can write in the comments what about do you want the next video to be. Because I have in fact no ideas what to make, what is really interesting for you, and what to make a video about. Well, so thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, I will say it again, and see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.